MEK Galaxy are a soccer team based in Killarney, County Kerry. After promotion from Premier B last season, they now join the elite of Kerry Soccer in the Denny Kerry District League's Premier A for the very first time, while also merging their senior squad with a local underage structure. The toughest test in the club's history awaits them as they mix it up with some of the most established clubs in the league's history. MEK Galaxy Killarney formed in 2010 and as of last season fielded senior A and B teams in the Denny Kerry District League. MEK United formed in 2014 and provide teams for boys and girls from under 6 all the way up to under 17. In 2019 they joined forces to create MEK Galaxy. MEK Galaxy A team will compete in the top division of Kerry Soccer for the very first time.
Back in 2010, I think I was playing with Master Gia at the time, playing at our B team or something like that, and the boys used to be kicking around for a bit of Astro on Fridays and Sundays, and I used to be probably playing games and still train and go and play with the boys as often as possible. We used to be double 2 sessions a lot of the times, just a bit of fun really, and numbers improved and the standard wasn't bad.
This is its ninth year, full year I think. As I said, like the boys that started up the club, they really, it was just a bit of crack. We kind of enjoyed ourselves. I got involved with one of the lads I was working with in Scots at the time, and the two of us got on fairly well, so I started playing soccer with him. And then when they said, look, we're thinking of entering the league, I said, oh yeah, sign me up, I'll be delighted to play.
Interest grew enough to test ourselves against teams into the cup. John O'Regan's cups, they're very accessible to everyone. It's nice and easy to enter a team. Just pay your entry fee and you're in. You don't even need a set of kits really. You can access that, and that went well and entered the team in the league the next season after that.
And then I got a job in Killarney here, which required me to be on call, so I couldn't play at home anymore. So to train and everything, I'd have to be asking for time off. So I decided I'd play here, but as a kind of compromise to myself. To move from club, I decided I'd play outfield or tag out outfield just for a bit of fitness. So that's what I did, and started playing with, at the time, MEK Galaxy, because I knew Joe Donovan from working with him, who raved about it. So that's what I did, and played with them. And actually I remember my first training session, I met Dara, and he was like, oh yeah, so you told me you're a goalkeeper and you don't want to play in goal anymore. So where'd you play? And I had no idea. So I'd never played outfield before, so I was like, up front. And after 5 seasons with the club, I played every position except up front.
How we got promoted, we played Classic in the league final. So obviously 2 teams in the league final, they got promoted, and I think we played Classic something like 3 times in a month towards the end of the season in another cup competition, and we actually played very well against them the week before the league final, and then we lost the league final and we were very poor. And they beat us, I think, 2-1 in the league final, but it meant we still got promoted.
MEK Galaxy's senior squads train together every Tuesday and Friday at Fossa Astro in Killarney. Those who have been with the club several seasons join some of the new faces as pre-season is in full swing.
Hey boys, how are you? Good to see you, Harry. Enjoy it. What's your name? Oisin. Okay, and is there another guy with you as well?
Yeah,
Jack,
yes.
Okay, so look, you probably haven't played football at a non-Mickey Mouse level, you know, training is a bit of a fuck on. If not, this is our thing. This is our thing we do twice a week. I know you were looking to play youth and that. This will be a lot better for you. Bit of B football, bit of A football, good training. you'd enjoy it. You'd be better football. Yeah.
That extreme out there. We'll see what we can do.
Griff boy, good to see you.
Well, Dan, you're in a bit.
Work hard now, work hard.
Explain to Mike Griffin there. What's that? Right, Mike, will you fill up the fucking, look, there's about fucking 20. We've loads there now, Mike Murphy's in and out.
Anyone who was there Wednesday night, it's a system. It's now a system. A system that we can put players in and fellas can do a job rather than we're working off of individual good players, talented players. We actually have a system now that's starting to work. Every fella knows it or is starting to know it. And is it effective? What do you think? Guys were there Wednesday night. Good football. Played around, knocked around. Nobody really doing their own thing. That's great to see. So tonight again we'll continue our possession. We've our 2 keepers, so we're going to do a little bit of finishing as well. And we'll finish with a good long game. I think we've 9 aside, which is going to make a cracker of a game. Nice and tight. So right, wall player. So for the new guys, we're going to go top of the box to top of the box. One keeper at one end, another keeper at the other end. Anytime you have a chance to take a touch, take it. If you're trying, generally like in games when we play them, it's flicks, it's tricks. That's the stuff that goes wrong, lads. That's fucking stupid. That gives the ball away. That puts the ball in the air. Anytime we have the chance to keep it on the ground, we want to do that. We're good at that. Give guys info. If I pop into a little bit of space here, if I can receive and get turned, give me a shout. Open up. That's got to be done, because then I can open up and I can play that way. I can play anything. Try and get ourselves good angles a lot of the time as well. Now.
After training, club officials from the youth and seniors, as well as club captain Tyke Fleming, meet to discuss the club's merger.
That's a big offer for the telescope.
Yeah, she'd be very honoured, but I'd say Jerry Jones would be looking for money if he heard about it. He'd probably bury us.
I suppose the important thing, or the main thing we're chatting about tonight was the logo and the colours going forward.
Yeah.
I think from every point of view, really, we just need to kind of put a tag on ourselves.
Yeah.
We joined up together, so we should have something new to show that we're unified.
The star, I don't know where was it? I went somewhere. The Dallas Cowboys, something else. Jeez, that's very nice.
We're representatives from both sides. Mm-hmm. We have the star. I personally would like the primary colour of orange. I like the orange. Mm-hmm. And you have the star, and I think we're carrying over a bit of both towards the symbol, towards the logo.
It just stands out, and it's without, it doesn't complicate things. It doesn't represent, I suppose, and the Galaxy side, it's a star. Galaxy. It's a link. It's a little bit of it.
Would it be too hard to take out the actual surround?
That's the one I had an idea I should have brought it, but it was just a star.
Yeah.
And almost like Galaxy then around the star.
Was there any other kind of ideas fellas might have? Even don't be too taken by Roman's extremely bright top.
No way.
It's a bit more ceremony.
I'm trying to stand out, right? Even though fairness though, Johnny is a hint of orange.
If we keep it a small group, the decision will be made quicker and easier.
Absolutely.
If we start opening out the other opinions, it'll
complicate things. Look, I think, to be fair, we probably come up with a couple of recommendations from this group, ideally one recommendation, and just run it by the broad year group and our group.
They're the ones I'm looking to get for the seniors because it's the first tip of the cap to the orange.
Yeah.
They're plain, they're orange, so it's just getting a case of, and they're the ones that I got really surprised.
Yeah. And we'll start encompassing this into the training year. So it's really, the logo will go onto the training year quicker than it will any other, the jerseys. The jerseys will probably sort themselves over maybe the next 2 years.
Yeah.
You know, they'll take a transition. Like you said, there's no point wasting
fucking no
good jerseys.
I think I was saying to you, Paddy, the primary colour, like keep it simple, you know, when you're getting lots and lots of trims and lots of designs and things can age badly, you know, like say like what Ronan's wearing here now beside you.
I'm gonna wear this every transition, you know. I don't give a shit. You want to fucking teach me? I'm wearing it every night. Fuck that, yeah. I think I should have started.
Mount Hawk Park in Tralee provides the league's teams with 2 state-of-the-art AstroTurf surfaces to play on, which allows clubs who cannot find home grounds the opportunity to still enter the league.
Kev, how's it going?
MEK Galaxy are here for their last pre-season friendly against Division 1A side Strand Road. It's a last chance for management to assess players ahead of deciding who will play for the A team and who will line out for the Bs. The league rules state if you start for either 5 times, it disqualifies you from lining out for the other.
Jog it out and we'll do that again. Knees up nice and quick, nice and high.
A B team and an A team, and I want to have a chance to look at guys and see how we'll fare out as a B team, how we'll fare out as an A team, how guys are going to get used to playing together, how guys can actually do what I'm asking to do, how guys can answer questions if I'm asking them why are you doing such and such a thing, and just get used to the way we play. Again, keeping the ball, keep it nice and simple. Autopilot, go into our 4-3-4-5 passes, find ourselves in a little bit of space, make good decisions, forget about this crack of 4, 5, 6 touches, 2 touches, ball should be looked to move on. If you think you need to take more touches than that, probably find another team. That's probably the best way that I can describe it.
Get tight, yes!
Alright, we can see how very, very busy, how very crowded it is. This is what it's going to be like Premier football, lads. Up in the Premier all year, we're not going to have fuck all time to take any touches on the ball. If you're taking 2 and 3 touches, if you're trying to decide to go on where there's a bit of trouble, why the fuck not go back to a guy who's in a bit of space? You've got to look to keep it. Keep it. We can be looking to go forward all we want, but if we're not keeping it, we're risking the ball, we're going to end up fucking having to win the ball back the whole time. We want to be clever footballers, not just giving the fucking thing away. Yeah, just time as well. And you're a bit of a John Hancock at all. You can record this because this is legally signing. There's no. What is this? We don't forge. This is player eligibility. Yeah, right. Connor! Only go to ground when you absolutely have to, okay? Last resort. When you do get wide, in your 1v1 there's space behind the guy, you absolutely go past the guy, just try to get to the end line.
Get over! Out, step!
What the fuck is that? Ronan, get across him. Get in and get across him.
Nice run, Ronan. Well done, Ty. Did you get that? It's on camera.
It is, yeah. It's just.
You just passed an easy ball there.
Back to your way, that fella just knocked it.
MEK Galaxy record a 1-0 win.
Thanks very much for season.
Yeah, jeez. Wanted to work on a bit of finishing, I'd say.
MEK Galaxy are back at training after their Premier A debut at the weekend, which ended with a loss to Castleisland AFC. Last year's league finalists scored in the 85th and 88th minute to secure a 2-0 win. The mood is good as an away draw in the FAI Junior Cup means a trip to Clare to face league heavyweights Avenue United.
Very positive stuff coming from the weekend. It was our first test. Things could have gone fucking haywire after the Ratu game. Could have been a little bit worried with other friendlies. Hadn't gone well against Premier teams. It's our first sign where we've had a real workman-like performance. Everything from start to finish was by the book, done by the book. Our defending, we got in close, we closed down, we sent them where we should. Fellas were very disciplined in how they played, how they defended. It worked. It worked quite well. The other side of it, Dave made a couple of great saves, kept us in it. That's great, that's going to happen, that's part of the game. Teams will get chances. Generally, the more chances that they get, the more likely they are to punish us. They have a higher punishment rate. Every team in the Premier would. We done quite well. We now have a bit of belief that we can actually, hopefully, challenge teams a little bit better. But that performance on Sunday, that has to be our new standard. That absolutely has, we can do it. It's hard work, but that has to be our new standard. If we can set that as our new standard, we'll have no problem picking up points. I can't see us having problems picking up points. We can put that in, week out, and even push on that again. We will over the course of the season. It's going to help. Is that a pass? It is. Oranges are in. Oranges are in. This weekend, FAI Junior, we have nothing to lose. We're going to Clare, Avenue United, top two sides in Clare, always have been. Really good side in the FAI, they go a couple of rounds every single year. Nothing to lose, but judging by last Sunday, if we can bring that kind of level of work rate, bring that kind of level of performance, bring that bit of belief, we'll have a chance. No, we'll have a chance. We'll have our little bit of a day out. We might make a few stops on the way back or something there.
If you're travelling with somebody, you're probably going to be getting 50 or 10 or 50.
He's travelling with me.
I like possession, just really like possession. Of course you want to keep the ball, but you've got to have possession with intent. You'll often hear me say that to the players, like, you can't just have possession and keep the ball for the sake of keeping the ball. Like, you only go backwards or sideways when you can't go forward, and you don't want to be going very direct forward all the time because you bypass. It'd be very easy for a defender or a goalkeeper to have a great game every game because they make no mistake, because they just drive the ball long every single time. Just like to try and build and give your players a chance to get forward. The day the draw came out, I remember it was great because we were actually away outside the county, which players had been craving for a long time. Just that away day outside the county, get to travel, get a bus, get all the little bits and pieces like that. And saying that though, we weren't going for a day out. We didn't want to be going and just going to piss after. We wanted to go and give it a bit of a go as well and do as well as we could.
To play them was a big game for us. First game outside the county, competitively, and it's always a good day out for the team when you have to go on a bit of a trip and play a team that you've never played before, so something different, and it's a big cup competition, you know, so you just want to do yourself justice in it.
Learn to say it in French as well or anything now?
Well, I'd say anything that was in Killarney before.
We played in against Janesborough in Celtic Park there, so
We didn't win.
it didn't come out. Yeah, yeah, it was 10-1 we lost. So if anything, it kind of
Grounded us.
big time. Yeah.
The ref ruled us, so it's been
John Foley should have scored at least 6.
You excited for today?
Yeah, can't wait for today. It'll be a good test for us. We know where we stand now with their kind of plays and stuff like that. So we give them a good test to know we're in top flight soccer now. So we should kind of hopefully anyway.
Hopefully put up a challenge anyway. How do you feel after your first test Sunday against Premier A?
This was a bit more optimistic now anyway. They're one of the best teams in the league, so you know, yeah, we put it up to them.
We did, like they were in the final last year and Premier A, so I think we held out until the 81st minute.
We had to get detoured away from the Dare to go through my neck of the woods of home, Limerick, to get around it, and to go to. We had to ring the club secretary for Avenue and say that we were delayed due to traffic, and he said no problem. He said we'll tell the referee, and they were very obliging, thanks be to God.
We probably don't know that much about them, but like we know that they're still a quality team from Clare. Like they've done very well in previous competitions. They're very well known around the area, I suppose. We don't know what we're facing. We know it'll be a good game.
Kickoff has been delayed as roadworks mean MEK need to detour.
He's working on his wedding speech. How is Foley's leg? Are you talking to him? Huh?
I suppose I've been playing with the club 6 or 7 seasons now. I first joined back maybe 2012, and it was something that I just wanted to tip away with at weekends. But now as this club has grown, it's kind of evolved into a lot more serious kind of animal, and a lot more commitment, and so yeah, I've been enjoying it ever since, really, since day one.
How are you?
Nice to meet you. Chairman of the club. How are you doing?
Very sorry.
MEK arrive with half an hour to get kitted out and warmed up.
Everything, attitude has to be absolutely spot on today. Keep ourselves in this game. We'll manage the game. We'll see after maybe 50-60 minutes. Hopefully we get to the stage where we might get a chance to push on. We gotta manage the game very, very carefully. Mike and Jork get that line as high as you are comfortable. Again, Brown Dawn, where are you? Just again, dropping back. We lose it. You're dropping back in. We're taking our back to front, from back forward to striker, somewhere between a half and a third of the field.
When you're playing a team outside of Kerry, you're a little bit in the unknown.
Our game plan really was to stay compact, stay solid.
Probably a bit of nerves at the start.
They were one of the best teams I've ever seen to head the ball.
Two 2-0 at half time, so you're kind of thinking this could go either way. It could be a hammering, or else we can do ourselves justice here now and stay in the game.
Just try to keep ourselves in the game as long as we could and hopefully get something out of it.
When we did have it, then we tried to use what we had up front.
Once the goals went in, the shackles came off a small bit, and we were much better in the second half.
Despite a spirited second half display, MEK Galaxy go down 2-0 and exit the FAI Junior Cup.
Sometimes we'll leave games happy, sometimes we'll leave games pissed off, but we've got to be realistic with performances as well. There's no point trying to go, gung-ho. I think I played indoor one time. He was given out to me for not going forward. No, as in, I was the last man at the back. Why aren't you making a run forward? Do we want to have that kind of mentality? Will I bring him in as a defensive coordinator maybe? Where we can see lots and lots of... No, just to be...
His mentality belongs at home. Disappointed, obviously, but I think we put in a great performance there in the second half. You know, we want to be playing teams like this, top flight teams. We got only going to get better from, but disappointed that we didn't get a result.
You know, for long spells there, we were well able to stick with them. Just that little bit of experience probably they have playing on grass. Maybe that caught us a little bit today.
And I think even if you were looking at the second half there, like Dara said, you wouldn't think who's the kind of lesser team really, or who's been playing Premier football.
We'll keep plugging away. You know, the week will never be too long. It's only Tuesday. We'll enjoy our spin home. We might have an old stop or two as well. We'll see how we get on.
As promised, Dara and Ronan treat the team to a stop at Bunratty Castle, or more accurately, the pub next door.
I think Dara was just, he was going to bring himself on ahead of me, and we just made a deal that neither of us should come on. So we both sat this one out. He was, to be honest, truthful, I think I would have made a difference as well, from a 2-0 to a 6-0. So the old ties rubbing together a bit too much this time on a Sunday.
You might throw my drink on the ground.
We'll be back. The bees now next week.
The players regularly perform the Guinness G Challenge, where they attempt to rest the line of the head of a pint in the gap of the G on the glass with one mouthful.
He can throw it down himself.
While some are content with a cup of tea. It's a great chance for some team bonding ahead of what is to be a long season.
Oh, some free kick today. Look at my chest. He's under pressure. Who does it? Groundskeeper Willie. 10 minutes of 10 minutes of
The players provide their own entertainment on the way home, as new players are initiated by having to give a vocal performance, with the help of some Dutch courage accrued along the way. New players Brandon Savage and Owen Kennedy provide lead vocals with some questionable costume changes. After a mixed pre-season that saw 2 losses finished with 3 wins, MEK Galaxy got their Premier 8 campaign underway with a 2-0 loss away at Castleisland AFC, which was sandwiched between 2 cup competitions that they exited at the first round stage. With most of the teams in the division in Junior Cup action, MEK's defeat sees them bottom of the division. But with 13 games left, they know finishing in the bottom 2 will see them relegated back to Premier B, and finishing in the top 2 means they'll take part in the Denny Kerry District League final to decide the title winner. Next time on Full-Time Seasons, a year with MEK Galaxy. The league campaign is in full swing as early points are up for grabs against relegation rivals Tralee Dynamos and Phoenix Sapphires. The club's first fundraiser is a hit, and a freak injury at training means a lengthy spell on the sidelines for one player.